The Jager Country Tour is always a popular and exciting event when it rolls into your town. The tour has seen Dierks Bentley, Eric Church, and Pat Green as headliners, and Rick Monroe has been there through each of the 3 previous tours and is taking a much more active role in the new 4th installment. We caught up with Rick and buddy Gary Ray as they talk about the changes in the tour and the excitement around it.
The difference in this one is, unlike the other ones that were like, bigger arenas kind of a thing, this is actually a club tour. So it's really cool because we're actually getting a little bit more intimate and we're getting it down to the bar level with this. And so, and Gary and I have put together this, this tour to be a very intimate, kind of super fun party.
Leave that big city, fast-paced, stuck-up living rat race back wherever you come from.
I think the Jagermeister name they know it's going to be a good show. And so it's funny because we're putting a bigger show into a smaller room. And then Rick and I both have a pretty big rock influence. I think it's just going to be a big party. And we'll have fun every night and we may paddle each other.
Yeah. It's, basically we're taking the gloves off and just going at it as much as we can and getting as crazy as we possibly can before.
There'll be, I'll do a set, Rick will do a set, there'll be, different opening acts, and then one thing that we've been pushing for when we're together on the road is the end just being an all-out, everybody get on stage and play together, and you never know what's going to happen when that goes on, so.
Yeah, so make sure you come check it out, because that's what you're looking for, is the craziness, right?
Right.
It's a hold down, throw down, speakers about to blow out.
It's cool because we have different fan bases because of where we're from, and the fact that we share them, and the people that seem to come out to see him seem to like what I'm doing. People come out to see me really like and love what he's doing. So it's cool because we're different enough, but we're same enough that we'll be able to share and kind of grow our audience that way. Which is, I think, the whole concept that he and I both have been trying to put multiple artists, one band. That's the other thing too. It's cool is we're sharing a band.
Right.
Kind of old school. And that's, to me, to find artists that you can work with that way, or it's hard, but I think it's a really smart way to do it.
My favorite part is hearing the feedback. They'll always lean in, and it's been real cool. They'll lean in and say, I really like this guy. Tell me more about him. Or it'll be just watching people get into any friend that you're friends with, or watching a show is the coolest part, and then it amps me up to go on if I'm going on second, or if I go on first and I get off while he's playing. It's good because I have a chance to tell them a little bit more about Rick, and then they'll turn and it's a real cool vibe.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's great because I dig his music, so it's fun to sit back and watch it every night and see how it differentiates between venues. And yeah, that's the thing too, is we get off stage, we have the opportunity to kind of hype the audience for the next guy and talk about it and be with them. And of course there's a lot of Jaeger drinking, but it's responsible Jaeger drinking. Remember that, we drink responsibly on this Jaeger tour.
We do.
A bunch of airplane bottles in a paper sack.
I've tried to focus a lot on writing the last couple of years because, I've been afforded a lot of downtime with the Jaeger tours because I'd go out and do those tours and then come home and write. And so now working with Gary, and Gary's with Better Angels and all that group, and I get to write a lot with his writers. And so I think a lot of that's just the ability to kind of expand and grow out with that. And so I think the writing is definitely, because that's really what you want to do. You want to try to write the best songs you can. And the road is usually a hard place to do it.
Yeah, although we've had some good times riding.
Yeah.
We've taken some boats out and sat on some beaches.
Yeah.
It's what's holding me back, holding me under, second guessing, making me wonder where we went wrong.
Unfortunately, this is Eddie too, because an unnamed artist, I will not say who I was on his bus, threw away the original Eddie, which was a very sad thing because this Eddie doll has been all over the world. I've got more pictures of him in different places, but he's just kind of a weird mascot. Actually, the truth of it is my little nephew was supposed to get it like 3 or 4 Christmases ago, and they forgot about it. When they finally pulled it out, it kind of came like my flat Stanley. So I've still got the Eric Church from last year, but I've had him with pictures with everybody, and I just keep him out there. So this is actually Eddie too. It's a replacement, but
we probably needed a new one.
We needed a new one. Yeah, that one was kind of dirty. Eric Church's guy stole him last year and did some kind of heinous things to him. I don't know. All I found in my bunk was a little note with like Eddie hair. It says, "You need to bring us an Elvis, Pez dispenser by 5 o'clock or whatever." But we ended up getting him. So.
I'll get up, I'll get down, get on the bull, quit bucking around.
David Adam Burns, who's a Better Angels artist, who's got his new record out right now. He's definitely coming out for several of them. I think
Brian Callahan.
Brian Callahan is also a Better Angel artist. Those are the first two, and then we've got some stuff that we're working on the second leg that could be really, really, really exciting.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything yet, but we got some cool stuff in the works. So, like I said, we want to keep expanding this and keep this going on as long as we can.
And just because the bill says just the two of us are going to be there, there's going to be a lot of special guests that we're going to have riding out with us and doing. So you don't know what you're going to get. So come on out.
Yeah, don't miss it, because you will hear about it. Definitely follow us on Twitter. That's fun.
Yeah. What are you, Rick Monroe?
Rick Monroe, yeah. And
I'm Gary Ray Official.
Gary, the official.
The official.
Man, it's actually
well,
not
because
official.
Gary, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another Rick Monroe that's as special as the Gary Ray.
There is a Rick Monroe out there, but
They
he
won't
has
give me the
something.
website or
He won't?
Twitter. What?
Really?
No, he won't.
Oh, well.
He's a pilot, though. I know that.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Are you a pilot?
Yeah.
Now it's time for our weekly songwriter tip, brought to you by Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with Brian White as he talks about writing up.
Ride up would be one of the things I think is important. My college coach told me when I was practicing ball, always practice with somebody who beats you, not the person you beat every day. So as a writer, look at writers that have accomplished the things you hope to accomplish. Study their work, look on CDs, study their craft, the way they structure songs, and kind of set your goals for that. Don't write at the same level with the same level people all the time. Not that that's bad, but always kind of shoot for the stars there. Find somebody that you could kind of see as a mentor, even if it's just through studying their craft.
To learn more about NSAI, visit NashvilleSongwriters.com. I'm afraid we are about out of time for this week's show. Don't forget those new Ronnie Millsap Country Again discs we have up for grabs this week. If you want to enter this week's drawing, you have to enter online at InsideMusicRow.com. Now, if you want to get Inside Music Row to go, search for the True Country app and download it today to get exclusive artist features and interviews. We're going to leave you with that new hit that is taking the world by storm. If You Don't Want Me To, The Freeze. Till next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.